Good morning, everybody. This is Todd with the Forex Nitty Gritty Insiders daily video. Hope you're having a great day today and the market is treating you well. We have, and we didn't talk too much about this, I don't think, yesterday, but we do have the FOMC reporting this week, and that's going to be on Thursday. Anytime we have potential FOMC stuff going on, the markets tend to get a little bit more volatile. We do have monetary policy in Switzerland also in the morning before the FOMC statement, and that is something that we want to recognize, that we're trading in a market where things happen to be a little bit more volatile. And so when we do that, we want to make sure that our risk stays in control of what we're doing. Now, I just want you to look here. This is the hourly chart of the euro dollar, and we really have a pretty good uptrend here. And when we are trading the simple trading method, we really want the market to be deliberate. And unfortunately, right now, what we're seeing is a lot of strong, heavy movement on these candlesticks. And so where we would normally look for some type of a setup when something is moving up nicely, what's happening is we're getting these move up, and then it pulls back, and then we get this sharp move up, and we get a pull back, and we get a sharp move up, and you kind of see that in this area here. And so we have to be able to recognize the fact that the market is pretty choppy right now, especially on this euro dollar, and probably will be. And so, if we go down and look at different time frames, we may see something different. But here, even on the 15-minute, you can see how choppy and how, I don't want to say violent, but you get the idea. This moves, and it's a quick moving pair right now. As we look at the other charts, look at this 15-minute chart of the Aussie dollar. You can see that we've really had, just in this last move, almost a 100-pip move to the upside. As we look at the hourly chart, maybe a little smoother here, but certainly a big, tremendously big move to the upside. And as we look for opportunities to trade, we're really looking for markets that are more deliberate. And so right now we'd be waiting for some type of a pullback on this Aussie dollar on the hourly time frame to look at a trade. US Swiss franc is going to be inverse of the euro dollar, so it's going to be pretty choppy too. You can see those movements. The pound dollar, a little bit smoother in its movements, still some pretty big reactions to things. US Japanese yen, big drop here. Look at that, big move down. And in fact, let's take a look at this quickly here on the daily chart. We're finally trying to break this channel that it's been in, and really, looking to move back into these areas where the Bank of Japan has been interested in intervening, and it did it twice when it was back close to this price here. So it'll be interesting to see what happens as we move forward. But volatility kind of across the board here, and when we see that, we've either got to step aside, or we've got to, take smaller position size to protect what we're doing. US CAD here, super strong downtrend, continuing what we're seeing on the long term as it moves and continues to take out lows. So as we look for opportunities to trade on the daily chart, we're still going to look for those things that we use in the simple trading method, and that is the trend, the movement back to support or resistance, and then entering in at the HH3 or the LL3 as we look for those entries. So keep that in mind. Make sure that you trade those things that you're comfortable with using the proper amount of risk, and look for those setups that are going to have the highest probability of success. And if you can do that, you'll be just where you need to be. So if you have questions about that or anything else, feel free to let me know. If not, have a great rest of the day. We'll be back tomorrow to follow up and see how the markets continue to move. Till then, have a great day.